back with a couple of his own tanks, but that dropship is going to be able to micro very successfully against those tanks. The armor going down. Mine's going to try to get Goliaths out, but it's going to be a while before he can do that. And meanwhile, yeah, the dropship just picking up those tanks before Mine's forces can get back. And he may just go back and drop on that ridgeline again. Yeah, it looks like he did take those tanks from the ridgeline. Now he's going to drop them back. And Notice is playing a great game here, just moving back and forth, taking advantage of that mobility edge he's got from the dropship. And now a tank and a vulture, I think, in that dropship. So he's going to go for some raiding in the back. Oh, and putting down a barracks, I guess, to prevent SCVs from transferring or something. Oh, and cloaking is up for Notice now. Mine does not have cloaking up, so he's going to have to run away that wraith. 2 cloaked wraiths for Notice, and they're going to be able to do some damage if they want to come back and harass this SCV line. Marines are going to try to do some damage to that shuttle, but not going to take it down. And Mine is going to head in for some harassment of his own, but 1 wraith against 2, and Mine doesn't seem to have cloaking up yet. I don't think he probably has the resources for cloaking. And that vulture can now spot for the tank, and the tank's going to continue to do damage to that command center. No mining at the secondary, so Mine does not have really an economic lead at this point. That command center for Notice is about to go up. Mine's wraith is picking away at that tank, but I think the damage has almost already been done from that drop. Oh, and Mine now has cloaking, and he does take down that dropship. So Mine's going to be able to fend off this harassment a little bit, but he's been prevented from mining for a long time, so certainly Notice has at least evened things up. Now Notice has his own cloaked wraith, and he's going to drive Mine's wraith off, so Mine's actually not going to be able to take that ridgeline just yet, bringing in a couple of tanks, and he probably will be able to take down this 1 tank with the 2 below the ridgeline. But another tank going down from Mine, so Mine is taking a lot of damage here. Finally does take down that tank, but now there are wraiths harassing his SCV line. So Notice is just playing a very great aggressive game with multiple different tech choices available to him, and just playing very smart. And more wraiths coming out, 2 starports now pumping wraiths, and that secondary is up and online, and it looks like he has at least as many STVs mining as Mine does. He has probably more total infrastructure up, so he can macro just as well as Mine can. And I would say Notice is definitely in the lead at this point. Scan for those Goliaths does take down 1 wraith. More cloaked wraiths are going to come in the back, and they're going to just try to exhaust that scan, I guess, while picking off SCVs. One of the wraiths that looks like lost energy for cloaking really should uncloak the other wraiths, because if the Goliaths can fire at 1 wraith, it doesn't matter if they can't fire at the other. Now Notice is going to go for a 3rd command center, so he's going to try to really cap this advantage that he has and go into the mid-game with a big economic edge. So it looks like this relatively unknown player may do what 3 of STX's better-known players were not able to do, and dethrone Mine and force WeMade to send out somebody else if they want to finish the set. So excellent play here from Notice, and these wraiths are still just killing off SCVs like nobody's business. Mine is losing economy left and right, and he's going to have to do something, either take the initiative himself and push out with some sort of attack, or I don't know. I mean, he's going to have to do a lot of damage to these military forces to even things off in economic terms. Now, a ground force pressing out too. There's that dropship still in existence, 4 tanks, and about 4 wraiths in the air too. Now pushing in with those tanks on the ground, plus the wraiths, I'm sorry, for air support, and he's shelling again from that ridge line above the secondary. And wow, more factories going down. He's going to have 4 factories soon. Definitely be able to outmacro Mine, and Mine has to pull back his SCVs again, so Mine is down to a single base against 3 for Notice, and I think Notice pretty much has this game wrapped up. Yeah, not much Mine can do. Mine really doesn't have the forces to mount a counterattack. Even if he did, it would almost certainly be observed. He has a few troops out here, a pretty piddling force, 2 tanks plus dropships worth of something. And he's going to go in and do some harassment. This could delay Notice, but I don't see how it could possibly do enough damage to even things up. 4 Goliaths there, it looks like. And that is the ideal unit mix for taking out SCVs in a hurry, which is what he needs to do. But if Notice is smart, he'll pull those SCVs. I don't know, he's letting an awful lot of them die. Oh, meanwhile, that command center has been forced to lift off, and it's in the red. It's probably going to get repaired. Tanks can't do damage to it anymore. But now, Mine can't even get out of his base, or won't be able to in a second, because the tanks have control of those approaches, so they can fire on units that are coming out of Mine's main. Oh, and Mine loses his tank trying to push in. Now he has just Goliaths, and those Goliaths go down in short order. And it looks like something of Notice has forced that dropship to pull back. Oh, Wraiths. Yeah, so Mine's dropship is running for its life, and it's supply depot going down there for some reason, a really odd location. Mine's dropship going to try to get some more harassment in, but it's being spotted out by 4 tanks, so it's not going to be able to do anything. Oh, and the Wraiths come in and snipe the dropship too. Wow, and yeah, great play by Notice. A couple tanks out in the field, and they're going to get wiped up by this bigger force of Notices. So, Mine's still just running off one base, and his last force out in the field gets wiped out, and Mine GG's. So, Mine had a great run in this set, won 3 games, but now he's been knocked out by Notice. So, great job by Notice. Very smart, aggressive play, and he's going to get to live to play another game for STX and try to keep STX alive. And the way this works, he's going to have to win 4 games in a row for STX to take the set. Getting a high five there from Toss Girl. So we'll see whether that inspires him to greater efforts in Game 5. I'll see you there. This has been Hamilcar. Bye-bye.